What is neutral? This is perhaps the most debated philosophical question about fighting games and thus in Pokkén tournament. Today I'm going to give my answer on what neutral is and why having control of it is key to winning a match. Winning dual phase, or winning any fighting game really, comes down to winning neutral. So why not start with the most overarching question? What is neutral?
Are you serious?
When your character is not committed to any action and can move freely, meaning they're not crouching, jumping, blocking, attacking, etc., they are considered in a neutral state. But when people talk about the neutral game, they're talking about spacing. Neutral is when both characters can move freely, the characters are not point blank, and when neither character is in the corner. Now your definition of neutral might vary slightly, but anyone will agree on its importance. Fighting games start off in neutral, and the way you get damage is by winning this war of spacing. Winning neutral either nets you damage directly from pokes, grants you a knockdown to allow for mix-ups, or pushes the opponent towards the corner. Winning neutral doesn't mean never approaching the opponent. It just means seizing control of the space on the screen regardless of how you do it. I think this is why characters like BadIntent get a bad reputation. BadIntent gets torn to shreds if it tries to outzone or outpoke characters like Mewtwo or Lucario. Instead, it wins neutral in other ways. It can take advantage of the opponent's tendency to play reactionary to get in close, uncontested, or whiff punish anti-air attempts. Neutral has all kinds of elements besides just footsies or poking with limbs and projectiles. It includes jumping, walking, dashing, lunging, and anything else to go from a position where both characters can move freely to gaining some sort of advantage against the opponent. So I'll ask again, is this neutral? You better believe it. In BadIntent's case, its reward for winning neutral from 1 EX Brave Bird is it pushes towards the corner, causes a hard knockdown, and forces a mix-up. Now don't worry, I'm going to go into all the conventional and fundamental aspects of spacing, like footsies, anti-airs, and corner control, but I needed to set the groundwork and establish that playing conservatively and whiff punishing is one approach to neutral, but it's not the only one, and no fighting game only consists of that. Every character and player has a slightly different objective on the ground or in the air when it comes to neutral. Some want to rack up as much chip damage as possible and win by timeout. Some just want to get one knockdown and start their mix-ups and make the opponent guess until the round is over. But to some degree, every character in almost every fighting game benefits tremendously from forcing the opponent towards the corner or the wall. So much so that I would consider that a universal goal of fighting games. Next chapter I'll explain why pushing the opponent towards the corner, avoiding it yourself, and preventing and punishing opponents' attempts to escape the corner are vital to winning games.